What's going on YouTube? Alright, I'm back, and today we're going to be looking at the plane I purchased, and I made a post about this, and I decided to go with this one. It's best for beginners, as you see there. As I mentioned before, I'm not the best flyer as far as like airplanes, so this is actually my second airplane RC I ever owned. So this is going to be a fun video. So today we're going to be taking a closer look at this airplane and seeing what's inside the box. And then once we're done with that, we're going to be taking it outside and seeing what happens with a very inexperienced flyer. Like I said, this is my second plane, so I'm not too sure how this is going to go, and only because I've seen this in some videos, and it seems like it flies pretty fast for someone that's new. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, let's take a closer look at this box. It's a pretty decent sized box. I was kind of surprised to see just how big it was when it showed up. So it's the Ranger 600 Stunt. Alright. So it's got a gyro that makes it easier to fly. Hopefully I can fly this pretty easily. Park flyer, so they're advertising it as something you can fly in a pretty small area. Pre-assembled, as you see there, and it's made out of some EPP durable material. So from what I've seen, I think that stands for like a styrofoam kind of material. But yeah, best for beginner. We'll see if that's true. So this is the side of the box, and as you can see, it also comes in a white version. I chose the black version. I just feel like that would be easier to track in the air versus the white color. But either or, and it did come like that. Wasn't too happy to see that, but out of my control. Here's this side of the box. X Hobby. Produced, designed, and packed by X Hobby. So it comes in two different white versions. And like I said, I got the black one. And I haven't opened it up, so we're going to see what's inside together. Alright, so I got this from Amazon. I'm not exactly sure what I paid for it anymore, but I'll put a link in the description. As I said, I haven't opened it. The tape's still intact. And it comes with a remote, so everything that you need to fly this RC plane is in the box. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Nice little picture of the plane. And here's the bottom of it. Okay, so there you go. That's the outside of the box. I'm gonna set you guys down on this tripod. Okay, here we go. Can you guys see? I think I got it the wrong way. I'm gonna flip this box over. Here we go. I'm excited. Nice, nice, nice. You guys see that? Okay, so the box is empty. Read this before you fly it. And here it is, guys. Very nice. So I see a little baggie. I'm going to grab that. Open this up. In that little baggie, I bought the 2-battery version. And these are 1-cell batteries. And they're 400 milliamp, 3.7 volt. And they actually look and feel like a good quality battery. And the cord feels like it's got feels like it's not like a cheap material, like a plastic. It actually feels like a silicone. Okay, so then we have 2 propellers extra. That's nice. And they also give you a propeller removal tool. That's really nice. The way to use this is that you get behind the propeller and you use it as a prying tool, because sometimes it's really hard to pull this off the shaft on the motor. So that's a nice plus. And then your standard USB charging cable. These usually light up. We'll see what it does. So, but yeah, that's everything that was in the baggie. Let's pull out the plane. Oh wow, this thing is light. Very cool. Okay. You guys see that? Here's the bottom side. And as you can see, all the mechanical parts. There's the back. Can you guys... Sorry for the lighting. And again, I don't know much about RC planes, and I'm going to try to get into planes more, because I do enjoy just how they fly in the air and how they look. So you'll be seeing more content with these guys. But yeah, this thing's nice. Let me get a tape measure and show you guys in inches what this measures. 24 inches wide from wing to wing, and approximately 18 inches long. So it's a pretty decent size plane. And the front has like a hole there, and it's got 2 little holes on the side. I'm not sure what those are for. Maybe just for cooling. But yeah, no wheels on this one. This is something you throw into the air and then you start flying it. But it's very light. And again, it's styrofoam. But it's not just styrofoam. It's like mixed with some kind of glue or something. It's bendy. Doesn't feel like it's going to break. At least not easily. Yeah, this looks like it's going to be fun. So I'm going to set this aside for right now. We're going to look at the remote. Alright, so here's a remote. It's a nice looking remote. And these sticks look like metal, but they're just plastic. They look like a piece of aluminum, but they're not. Okay, it doesn't feel as thick as some of the other remotes that I have. It feels kind of light, but it's a good size. And yeah, got a handle, battery compartment, 4 AA's. So it's got a button on the top left. I'm guessing that's a stunt button, and a selector switch. So you're able to put this in a mode that would either be for a beginner or an experienced pilot. And yeah, the sticks, this right stick feels like it's got some good tension to it. This other one feels kind of light, almost like you can drop the stick a little. Yeah, you can, as you can see there. If it's halfway, the stick starts to kind of walk down on its own, so watch out for that. Very light. Left to right feels normal. Just that up and down feels like there's not much behind it to drag. But yeah, it's got trim buttons. But yeah, let's put some batteries in this and see if there's any sound coming out of the remote. Thanks, Amazon. Here we go. How many of you guys think it's going to make a noise? I say it will, only because it looks like a little speaker, I guess, slots. Ooh, I was wrong. Oh, I was right. So it beeps. I'm going to read this guy here. If there's anything inside this that I think I should share with you guys, I'll be back to show you. Also, I will include pictures of the owner's manual at the end of the video, because sometimes you guys ask questions and sometimes you can't find the owner's manual online. So hopefully this helps some of you guys watching the video. So again, at the end of this video, there'll be some pictures. Okay, so I read through this guy. There's a lot of information in here. Again, I would definitely read this before you even try to attempt to fly any RC. But there is a couple things I wanted to share. One of them being the battery. This is a LiPo battery. Batteries have come a long way, and I love the technology behind the LiPo. Very strong, lasts a long time, small, but if you're not careful and respect this battery, it can be dangerous. So again, read the owner's manual. It tells you all about it and how to be careful with them, and you should be just fine. I actually recommend you get a LiPo bag to store your battery and to charge it inside that bag, just so you're covering all your bases, because you really don't know. Like anything in life, you don't know when something can happen, and you're better safe than sorry. And let me just show you the one I have. Okay, so this is the storage bag. I keep all my LiPos in. It's empty at the moment. I took everything out just so it wouldn't move around and make a bunch of noise. But yeah, any LiPo that I have, I keep it in here. I also have another bag. Let me go get that one. I'll show you. This is the other bag that I have to charge my LiPos in. So while it's charging, it is recommended that you put a LiPo in one of these flame-proof bags just in case anything was to happen. The fire is, I guess, controlled inside this bag. Again, LiPos are safe, but you know, you just, again, you're trying to cover your base just like you do with anything else in life. So I wanted to make that clear. You got to be careful with LiPos. So yeah, just I recommend a charging bag and a storing bag. There's so much more that I can talk about. There's a lot of information in this manual, but again, if you read it for yourself, it's best, because that way you can just read it over and over and get a better idea of what they're trying to tell you what to do. So yeah, as far as charging, good bit of information here. It takes about 3.5 to 4 hours to charge. So it takes a bit. So I'm glad I got the 2 battery version, just because it does take a little bit to charge. The remote, remember this button? That is 2 things: auto takeoff, and it's also a stunt button. So that's cool. We'll be trying at least one of those features. Again, I'm a beginner. I don't want to lose the plane, hit something, or have it go into a tree and not be able to bring it down. But I will definitely use the auto takeoff. I did want to show you guys where the battery is on the plane, or where it goes. The battery is under this cover here. That's the inside there. Okay. You can see a small board in there with some servos, but there isn't much in there. And this is where you connect your battery, and it's keyed, so it only goes in a certain way. Okay. So once you plug that in, there is no on switch. It's just on. All right. So then you just drop it in there the best that you can, in a spot where you think it's not going to get in your way, and you just put the cover back on. Okay. That will automatically bind. Okay. And so right now the throttle stick is locked. Okay. Turn that off so you don't hear the airplane working. So it's on expert. But again, I'll be using it in beginner. So yeah, the throttle is locked, and the way to unlock the throttle, you have to go up and then down. That makes it where it unlocks the throttle, and you can take off now. You guys hear that? Oh yeah, this thing's got some power. So we're gonna see what happens when we plug this in and start charging a battery. So I'm sure this charger has a light. Okay, so no light when you plug it in. Let's see what happens when I plug the battery in. Again, it's keyed. Okay, so there's a light. And I'm guessing when the battery is full, the light will turn off. Alright, so I'm going to let that charge. We're not going to be able to fly today. And only because, let me show you, wind conditions. Can you guys see that? 17 mile an hour wind conditions, gusts up to 33 miles an hour. And again, read your owner's manual. They're recommending you stay in wind conditions between 5 to 7 miles an hour. Yeah, not the best day to try to learn how to fly this guy. I'm gonna charge both batteries and then come back to you guys on a day where it's not so windy outside, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, see you then. We made it to the park. Day 2 working on this video, and it's actually windier than I thought it was gonna be. As you can see at the moment, we are looking at 10-mile-an-hour winds and 15-mile-an-hour gusts. So it's pretty windy. Hopefully this works out. As you can see, this little RC is even moving as I'm holding it pretty good. So I'm not sure if this is going to be such a good day for a beginner to try to fly this plane. But we're going to give it a try. We're going to see what happens, and we're going to go from there. So let's install the battery. Again, it's under the cockpit area. Connect the plug. And again, it's keyed, so it only goes in one way. Make sure to lock this guy in. It goes in one direction only. Just like that. And just like that. All right, so what you want to do next is make sure all your flaps, all your control flaps are centered. If they're not, you play with this little piece here. You can either open or pinch that closed to center the flap. So here we go. Let's give this a try. Again, I'm a beginner, so I'm going to be switching this to beginner. And that's all the way forward or towards me. All right, and then I'm going to do the automatic takeoff since I'm a beginner. And what will happen here is when I go through this auto takeoff, when I throw it, it should hover above us. It should do circles around us until I do something with the controls, and then I should be able to take over. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Hopefully this goes well. I'm not too sure how this is going to go. Again, it's a lot windier than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so let's give this a try. Again, I'm going to use the auto takeoff feature. So unlock the throttle, hit auto takeoff, raise the throttle to max, and then throw up. And that should hover above us on its own until I'm ready to take over. Okay, I took over. Oh, this is very tricky. Okay, I was kind of afraid that I wasn't going to be able to control its speed. But as you can see, I'm fighting that wind. I got less than half a stick or half throttle, just keeping me in the air, which I think is helping me learn. Whoa. Okay, I freaked out. I'm gonna land it if I can. Okay, I'm gonna go get that. That is far. That was definitely an uncontrolled landing. Who knows what direction it fell. It didn't look like it was that bad of a landing as far as impact, but we'll see. And look where it fell. Kind of on like a little runway almost. Perfect. Okay, nothing happened. Bit of snow there. All right, let's try this again. Oh, no. That wind is really fighting this thing. And I am a rookie, so. It's trying, and I'm trying to learn as fast as I can how to fly an RC plane. There we go. Not bad. Again, as you can see, that wind is no joke. Oh, okay. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, this is fun. Very fun. Trees. Those trees, it seems like they're a lot closer than I thought they were going to be. It seems like it would have been nice to try this on an empty cornfield or something. Just so I don't panic when I start swinging around them. But this isn't, it's not as scary as I thought. I think I was more hyping it up in my head than what this really, what this really is. It's not that bad. It's fun. So we're going to give this another try. I'm not going to be able to do any of the stunts, and it's only because I don't have the experience, and it's very windy. Maybe I'll do an updated video in time, and hopefully I get better at flying this thing. But yeah, I can see myself enjoying this on a very calm day, just flying it around. There we go. Okay, auto takeoff again. Or you know what? Let's try manual takeoff. I'm gonna go halfway on the stick. Up. Full throttle to come towards me. A little less than full throttle. Oh, this is so scary. That wind is everywhere. Oh, but this is so much fun if I didn't have all this wind. It's still fun, I mean, but it's hard for me to predict. I have no throttle going on right now. Yeah, this is really hard. But it's fun. It's part of the fun. Learning how to fly something is can be a challenge, but that's part of the fun. Come on, turn, turn, turn. Come on, come on, come on, fight, fight. Full throttle. Hopefully you guys can see this. This is so much fun. Oh, okay, there you guys go. Still looking good. Try this again. Manual mode, about 3/4 throttle. Oh, I can tell the battery's getting low. This little guy is definitely fighting. Come on. Come on, guy. No throttle, just all wind. I'm telling you, it's really windy. Oh, haha, that was fun. I was gliding for a long time there. Or at least I thought it was a long time. But yeah, I'm gonna use both batteries today. I'm out here, it's pretty cold outside, but the sun is definitely helping. But yeah, let's give this another try. And as you can see, 0 throttle. And the air is making that propeller spin on its own. So let's try this again. I'm gonna do a manual mode. There you go, just to show you how much wind this little guy is fighting out here. Again, I'm not using any throttle. It's at 0. And the wind out here is spinning that propeller pretty fast. So let's try this again. Ah, yeah, it was just too windy right there. Can I scoot forward? No. I think the battery just died. No, it's still going. Okay, here we go. Same thing. I'm gonna toss it in the air. Yeah, I can tell the battery's getting low. I'm just surprised nothing is making a noise as far as a low battery sound. Come on, fight, fight. Okay, so right now I have it in beginner. There is an intermediate. I think I might try that just to see if I'm able to fight this wind a little more. There it is. Oh yeah. Yep. I'm able to, I'm not sure what the proper word or terminology is for that, but I'm able to angle the plane in a turn more now. Yeah, on a calm day, I can see me being out here, just enjoying this a little more. Not to say that I'm not having fun now, Come on. Don't let that wind take you. Oh. Not that I'm not having fun, but you can see it's fighting that wind. Okay, here we go again. Hopefully you guys can see this. I really want to get into this type of RC aircraft. I've never had planes. I've always kind of been intimidated by them. Whoa, that looked cool. Come on, fight, fight. Come on. Full throttle. Zero throttle, just floating in the air. Oh, good. That's so much fun. Come on. Can I get it back? Can I come back? Okay. I'm gonna try to land it. I can't really see it too good anymore. Yeah. Yeah, my inexperience kicked in again. I wasn't able to see which way it was. And like I said, I think having this wind is kind of helping me a little bit in a way that it's showing me, how to drive this or operate this RC. And I guess not so easy wind conditions, but it's also slowing it down when I face the wind, so I can kind of learn how to operate it. Here we go. Try this again. I like to throw it with my right arm. Oh! So if you guys are wondering, is it durable? I would say yes. Ah, okay. Let's try auto takeoff again. Maybe the rookie. Maybe I shouldn't be throwing it with no real experience. So auto takeoff, throttle stick all the way down. Oh, yeah, I think that battery just doesn't have enough juice in it anymore to fight this wind. It still might be in its operating range, but just not enough to fight this wind. Come on. Come on. Yeah, I think it just doesn't have enough anymore. But we got the other one, and we'll be trying that one as well. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna land it. Wow, it's so hard to predict what's gonna happen when the wind really wants to move it around. All right, so let's swap batteries. We'll give it another try, see what that, if it makes a difference. And if it does, well, you guys know what to expect if you guys get one. So, I gotta make a long walk to the car. Because I was near or closer to that water retention pond over there, but as I started flying around, I was like, maybe I should walk away from that thing. Let me turn off the remote control. But yeah, so far, thumbs up. I mean, yeah, this is something I can get used to, you know, and predict. Even on a day like this, for me, small bit of experience. I will say, I have flown helicopters and drones, so that kind of gives me a little bit of an advantage, you know, especially if someone hasn't picked up a remote control for any RC aircraft. I have a bit of skill behind that to use here in the plain RC aircraft. So yeah, I got the green machine with me today. As you guys can see, I got some more content to come on that. If you guys are on this channel for the green machine or Honda content, I got this and my hatch. The hatch will come back. My life just is very busy right now with the little one. And I just want to say thank you to my wife for letting me be out here and letting me enjoy making a YouTube video. So I love you, honey. I don't know how to express that more clear, but I always try to put everybody else in front of me, or everybody else first. All right, let's change this battery out. I had it in the charging bag with a couple of hot pockets just so it keeps warm because it is cold outside. Pop this battery in like that. And I thought this lid was going to come off easily, like maybe during flight or when it like crash landed, but it stays in well, just like that. Okay, toss this in the bag. All right, let's give this another try. That'll take off. Here we go. Oh yeah, big difference. Try to stay away from the sun so I can see as I'm flying because it is very bright. Whoa. I think having it in intermediate mode is helping me. And look at that. Look how much wind it's fighting. Oh. That was so cool. This is very fun. And now that I've gotten used to how cold it is out here, it's no big deal to be out here. My hands aren't really as cold anymore. Look at that. 0 throttle. That propeller is going pretty good. That'll take off. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, it's windy. Okay, so as I mentioned, when I was replacing the battery over there, this little cover, I was kind of worried it falling out or falling off during flight or a crash, and it just did. But that was a pretty violent one. Everything else still looks good, but it's just windy. We're gonna give this one more try. It's really windy out here, and I've had my fun, and this RC plane has proven itself. Come on. Come on. Fight, fight, fight. Nope, 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 nope. Come on. No, I can't even see it no more, really. I'm just going to try to land it. Okay. That's a walk, but better than sitting on the couch. And if my little one is watching, yep, they're everywhere. All right, so I'm gonna go retrieve this, and yeah, we'll meet up in the hobby room. So we're back in the hobby room, where it's warm, not windy, not cold. So what are my thoughts? I'm sure you guys already kind of have an idea what I'm going to say, but let me start with the negatives. There's only 2 things that I can think of. One being this remote. Remember how I mentioned that it feels kind of maybe thin and plasticky? Yeah, it, you know, to me it does. And my only concern with that is that if I accidentally drop this, is this plastic gonna hold up to a drop? Especially with the batteries, it adds a little bit more weight. And I just don't know if this plastic is gonna, you know, I guess, be able to handle a decent drop. Especially these sticks. Them being plastic and not of the same material, I can just see these break off. I wish this was a better plastic material, but for what it is, it does the job. It's a good size, and again, I'm being picky about things. The second thing would be the charging rate for the battery. 3.5 to 4 hours. That's a long time. I wish they offered a better charger for it. Again, I'm being nitpicky. I'm just looking for anything that that I disliked. There's way more positives than negatives as to why I would recommend this RC airplane to anyone. Now, can a complete beginner, fly this and learn how to fly this? I say yes, but don't expect it to be a smooth ride or an easy thing to learn. Fortunately, this RC plane is very light. You're gonna crash land this thing all the time as you learn. As you saw when I was out there, I did the same. I crashed this thing many times, and as you can see, not one bit of damage happened to it. So yeah, don't expect to fly this perfectly your first time out there. It's gonna take you a while to learn how to fly this properly and how to stay up in the air, especially if you've never done any kind of RC aircraft. You're gonna have it be a challenge, but part of that challenge is what makes it fun. Once you start noticing that you're getting better, you're just only gonna wanna be out there more and more. All right, so there you guys go. The Ranger 600 Stunt. Totally recommend this guy. $130 is a deal in my opinion. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hit that like and subscribe button. That really helps the channel out. And like I mentioned before, you'll be seeing more and more RC plane content. So if you guys are into that, hit that subscribe button.